Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the last weekend we have till we go to Bronco Safari, and we got quite a bit of work we got to do on both the tow rig and the Bronco. Starting off, we got the truck in the shop because this thing needs an oil change, and that's about all it needs because it's a 7.3 and it doesn't need anything. It's actually not true. This thing needs a little bit of work. Yeah, my rear fuel tank is leaking and my fuel system is getting a little outdated. I want to do some upgrades on it soon, so be on the lookout for that video soon. But for this trip, all we gotta do is give it an oil change. Let's get that taken care of real quick. I was under here though, I did notice a slight leak in my up pipes. Check this out. So right there you can see the soot that is coming out of that screw right there. Yeah, soot's coming out, spraying on everything up here. I was also hearing that exhaust leak pretty loudly, but I still got boost, so it's not horrible. But I am going to try to tighten that while I'm down here.
12 seconds later.
This is what'll happen when you crawl under your 7.3 and touch it just a little bit. You can't touch your 7.3 without looking like this, even if you touched it for like 5 seconds. Good thing I got scrubs in a bucket. Good to go. Oh Lord, Jesus. What was I even aiming for? Ugh. Hold still. Jesus. Oh my, bro! Well, I hope that was entertaining for y'all. That was probably my worst oil pour ever. And I still gotta put like 5 more quarts in it, so, yeah, I'm just gonna skip this and we'll start it up once I got it full. I don't think there's really anything else I need to do on this truck. I need to give her a bath because she's been sitting outside for way too long. So let's get the Bronco in here now. Alrighty, we got the Bronco in here. I'm probably just gonna keep her tilted because there's not a whole lot we gotta do. Most of the stuff we're doing is interior anyways, so I think it'll be just fine. But let's get started on the little modifications we gotta do on the Bronco. Okay, first thing I want to do on the Bronco is add a little bit of a safety feature, and that is install a fire extinguisher. Because as we all know, Bronco really loves catching on fire.
She's cooking, dude.
Pop the hood, pop the hood, pop the hood. So I picked up this fire extinguisher and this mount from Home Depot. I think I was like 50 bucks for both of it. It's a 2.5 pound fire extinguisher. Most people I see run smaller ones, but the Bronco likes catching on fire. So yeah, shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna put it right by the driver's seat so I can hop out and get what I need. I already kind of dove into this mount a little bit myself, and I realized that this is actually a much bigger, it's for a much bigger fire extinguisher, and it also has this hook here to wall mount it. We're gonna cut this off and then just mount it with the 4 holes here, and it should hold just fine. So let's cut this thing off flush and then figure out how we're gonna install this in the truck. Yeah, it's pretty straight. Good thing no one's gonna see that when the fire extinguisher covering it. Alright, so this is what we're working with here. I'm kind of thinking up in here, but I got to see how the door interferes. Make sure I can still access that and pull this out easy. So maybe I'll flip it upside down, but either way. I'm gonna try and center punch through the carpet. I have no idea how well this is gonna work, so let's see what happens. honestly, I think I'm just gonna drill through the carpet too. Oh yeah, I didn't account that. I did not account that, damn it. I knew that thing swiveled. Oh well, it's on there pretty good. How the hell does this thing smoke? Oh shit, it's on fire! Oh no! Oh no! Alright, that worked pretty well. Alright, now that I've got the fire extinguisher mounted, the next thing I wanted to do was address the back half of the Bronco situation. I'm bringing my cooler, I'm bringing a tote full of tools, and I'm bringing Dilly's off-road jack. But I forgot to grab Dilly's off-road jack, and he's off doing something. So I don't really want to like self-tapper in some tie-down points in here until I know that everything's gonna fit. So we're gonna move on to some other things I want to take care of, and I will do this later. Next thing I want to do is kind of switch up the front end on this thing a little bit. And we're gonna do that by getting rid of this Warren winch bumper here. It's super cool, it's super vintage, it came with the truck. Kind of want to embrace the brick nose of it, you know? This gets rid of the flatness that is the true brick nose, you know? So I want to show that off. And honestly, it's not that stout, it's not that rigid. I want to put a 12,000 pound winch on this thing, and I don't trust this thing with a 12,000 pound winch, in all honesty. I'll probably sell this to someone who's actually going to put it on something really cool. I just don't think it's really practical for what I want. I want the other Warren bumper style, which is that big steel bumper. If anyone in the northern Utah area has one or know where I can get one, please hit me up on Instagram, because I want one. Anyways, let's yank this thing off and see what the front end looks like. So yeah, as you guys saw, I was only held in by 2 of these upper bolts. There's supposed to be little 90-degree brackets that come off of this and bolt this to make 4 bolts, but it's only 4 bolts holding on the winch. Granted, this bracket back here goes back into the frame, and then that bolt also goes into the bumper with the frame. But either way, I want to switch up the vibe a little bit. What do we think? I think my bumper is really messed up, but I think I really like the letting the brick nose front end speak. I don't like how much that speaks. Honestly, it was just a bad design, and Sky's corrected it since. Yeah, they have a completely new solid axle swap kit now, and I wonder if my videos were the influence behind that, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment. Keep the Warren bumper for now, or rock the brick face. I'm definitely taking the brick face to Bronco Safari. I definitely need a better bumper that isn't sagging real bad, but that's just comes with the territory of an old Ford. Nah, I like it. I like the brick nose. Most people don't because it's ugly, but I love these. As my buddy Cole once said, it's just something about those ugly ass front ends that make you go, yep, this is it. Alright, I just gave the front end a glass cleaner polish job, and yeah, that looks good. Let me know what you think. I really want your guys' opinions. But I am digging that. So much better than without that on there. Alright y'all, I think I'm gonna call it for this one. I really didn't do much. This is probably like a 5-minute video, but it's just a bunch of little things, and I don't really have the energy to film it, to be honest, and I'm running out of time, so I gotta get it done. But right now, I need to just get my head in the zone and knock some things off the list. So, with that being said, we'll see y'all next week when we're wheeling this thing at Bronco Safari. Peace.